Yo, mi gente. This finna be a good one right here. It's getting a little messy in the boxing world. We got Jose Rayo Valenzuela splitting up with Jose Benavidez Sr. Now, it's not uncommon for fighters to split up with their trainers, their coaches, management, promotions. It happens, right? However, it's pretty unexpected considering how close we all believe them to be. You know what I'm saying? That was basically the added Benavidez brother to David and Jose, right? There's a lot that comes to mind, but one thing that Jose Benavidez Sr. is pretty, I guess, I would say upset about is that it's just as much a surprise to him than it is to us. He didn't know how it was coming. So when he found out like we did, according to Jose Benavidez Sr. And how that was through a post made by Jose Rayo Valenzuela on the app called X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, on this post, it reads, and I'm going to get to that right now for you guys. It says, "Hey everyone, hope you're all doing good. Just want to clear up some things I've been hearing lately about my next fight. But I'm no longer in a managing or training relationship with Jose Benavidez Sr. or his team. It's time to move forward. Stay tuned for the announcement of my next fight soon." So that's how he did it publicly, right? That's how, according to Jose Benavidez post that he had replied to. And I'm going to show you that next. You know what I'm saying? We got Jose Benavidez Sr. responding with an Instagram post. And it reads, "I am just as confused as everyone else regarding Jose Valenzuela's recent Instagram post of us not working together. I have not received any communication from Jose Valenzuela requesting to part ways. I have no problem with him going a different route or choosing different people to work with. I took Rayo in before he turned pro and treated him like a son. Me and my sons always looked out for him and wanted the best for him. We worked our asses off together as a team to get where he's at today. Success didn't happen overnight. I knew deep down inside he would become a world champion even before he turned pro. So many times it seemed as if a title shot wasn't going to come, but I never gave up on him, and the belt speaks for itself. With all the sacrifices I had to do, not only on his end, but mine, to dealing with behind the scenes BS, fighting for him to get the better fights, more money, bigger stages, etc. The list goes on. Jose Valenzuela could have at least been a man and talked to me first instead of sharing posts on Instagram. I am disappointed with his level of professionalism and hope he can communicate professionally." All right? So that was for Rayo, right? A response to Rayo's thing. Now, this is an updated video, because maybe there's a few people that did cover this already, but guess what? I had the latest response to this from Rayo, and it reads, "He's lying. He received a letter from my lawyer 6 days ago in his email to his home address and to his gym." So according to, Jose Benavidez Sr., he didn't even reach out to him at all. Now that we're looking at the response from Rayo, it seems like Rayo is confirming that he did. 6 days ago, he did it through email. He mailed it to his house and to his gym. Now, let's get to my thoughts about this situation, right? I know this is the moment y'all all been waiting for. And there's two perspectives to every situation. Well, there's actually a whole bunch of perspectives. But if it's involving two people, I'm gonna do my best to be fair and give both perspective. And then, we're gonna give the the in-between perspective, right? So starting with Jose Benavidez Sr. the first thing we're gonna think about is how disloyal Rayo was to Jose Benavidez Sr. and how disappointed Benavidez Sr. is, considering that he helped build someone like Rayo to where he's at today, and took him in, as he mentioned, like his own son, and got him to a world champion even on times where it didn't look like they was gonna have no hope. You know what I'm saying? To finally get the world title, only to, feel like you're being abandoned now from a fighter that you built, and without even the proper, communication to go behind that. So I could see how he would feel insulted, disrespected, disappointed. You know what I'm saying? That's very normal for Jose Benavidez to feel that way. That's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that coming. But there's always two sides to this perspective, right? Now dealing with Jose Rayo Valenzuela, we're talking about a fighter that I guess no one really knew of until he started rocking with Jose Benavidez, right? But according to Jose Benavidez, he did indeed send out, a letter, like I mentioned, to his house, to his email, to his gym. I'm not sure if anybody received it. I think that's just, if it is true, then that must just be a lack of, you know, awareness on the team of Jose Benavidez Sr. for not, getting to this information so that way he could contact, Rayo or whatnot. But what I will say is that, you know, obviously, like Jose Benavidez Sr. mentioned, he's not necessarily required to, have to stay with Jose Benavidez Sr., but the communication does play a major role. Now, for Rayo to not, contact directly Jose Benavidez Sr., directly contact Jose Benavidez Sr. is low key like jacked up, right? But there has to be a reason behind that. There has to be a reason behind that. For Jose Rayo Valenzuela not to directly contact Jose Benavidez Sr., then there's something that had went down, right? And I'm gonna give you what I believe. Now we're gonna get to the middle because obviously, for Jose's perspective, if we're just looking at it from the outside in, he's trying to do what's best for his career to continue growing in the sport of boxing. When we're looking within the problem, now I'm gonna give you my perspective of that. We got, before we even get to my personal perspective, like I said, the perspective of Jose Benavidez is feeling like, he got done dirty. He's disappointed. He helped build the fighter. Now he feel like he got banned from this fighter. And it seems like, he's already forgotten about it in a way where, he should have felt like he should at least deserve a little bit more respect with more direct contact about the situation. Then we got a fighter in Rayo where we feel like, he's going to do what's best for his career. He did get help, but at the end of the day, he the one that has to step into that ring. You know what I'm saying? Of course, through the help of his trainers and whatnot, but if we're just looking at it from the outside and without knowing any details, it might be messed up, but what they say in boxing, there's no friends in boxing. So he's probably seeing it as he's going to do the best for what he could do for his own career, right? Here's my perspective, and this is what I believe. I believe that Rayo, got connected with Robert Garcia. And I feel that Rayo learned a few things from Robert Garcia. And the things that he learned were not only of boxing and training, but also of business. And I think, the management that Rayo was dealing with Jose Benavidez Sr., maybe some of these fights weren't able to be closed. Maybe some of these opportunities weren't able to be done because of some type of, financial situations through the management that, possibly finessed an opportunity for Rayo, where he wasn't able to close some of these fights. Tank, for one. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Rayo wanted that fight. In my opinion, I think that fight fell apart, not just because of the rematch, But maybe because, negotiations went wrong with the management. And I think he got educated by Robert Garcia. And in that situation, he also learned a few things from Robert Garcia. You know what I'm saying? During certain training sessions they might have had. Robert Garcia being in the corner of Rayo. You know what I'm saying? And understanding certain things, right? And he probably just feels comfortable, like, wow, this is how it's supposed to be. I'm learning new things that help me evolve my skill to defeat someone like Pitbull Cruz. I learned the business side, and now I don't feel like I'm getting screwed, and I have a way better, agreement with someone like Robert Garcia that I feel like I could, and I know he's gonna go to Robert Garcia for the record. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, what I feel, the main reason why Rayo did this is because he may not feel like he's the main focus in that camp with Benavidez. We all know the main focus is David Benavidez. So, Rayo being a world champion, David Benavidez is no longer a world champion. But they're trying to get David Benavidez to a possible undisputed matchup at 175. Maybe Rayo just feels like he's being abandoned within the camp, considering that he actually has a title, and maybe he feels like he's not the main, focus as of right now. That could be it. Maybe at Robert Garcia's, there's a lot of stars working with Robert Garcia, but maybe they have a nice structure going on, you know what I'm saying, where he's able to get the proper focus as a champion within that camp. So, let's go down to the conclusion. What is the main reason? What is the reasoning between all of this, right? And one word, politics. It's politics, man. Boxing politics is the reason why they split. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it has anything personal. I think everything done turned personal through business relationships they had with each other. And, Rayo probably realizing, damn, how is this like my family, but they're taking more from me than giving to me. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's, why am I going to a camp where I done put so much, blood, sweat, and tears towards the Benavidez camp to become the champion I am today and to help their brand out to become more popular, when I'm not even the main focus? Why not? Maybe it's something along those lines, and it's just politics got in the way of their relationship. At the end of the day, I also believe that Jose Benavidez Sr. might have received the emails, the letters and whatnot. But I do believe that maybe he's not gonna just jump off and do this. He's gonna hit me up and call me. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get through this. And maybe there's a situation where Rayo's like, nah, I'm not dealing with this issue no more. I'm moving on. That's it. I already sent a letter. I got my lawyers involved. For Rayo to get his lawyers involved, that only means that something went wrong. Something wasn't right within the business side of things between Rayo and Jose Benavidez Sr. So maybe this is a healthy move for both Benavidez and Valenzuela. Maybe this is both healthy. Just unexpected, and could be perceived as disloyal. But for all we know, maybe Rayo was just in a bad place business-wise with Benavidez. Maybe he had some good, he was building good within his career. But there's probably some things that we don't know about what's going on that happened. And I'm sure it's going to soon expose itself. I'm sure it's going to come out to the light. So I'll make sure to update y'all during this whole process of this whole messy situation between Benavidez Sr. and Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. You already know what's up. But I'm going to close it off like that. You already know. This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the #1 source for combat news and creations. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you believe that Benavidez was being done dirty and was dealing with a lot of disloyalty from Rayo considering the situation? Or is there some things going on behind the scenes that we just don't know about that got in between their relationships that ultimately forced someone like Rayo to separate himself from that camp? You guys let me know down below in the comments. I'll even elaborate with y'all, because I would like to see if someone has a different perspective that can help open up my mind as well, right? Before you do, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, you know what I'm saying? Click that notification bell. If you want to donate, I truly appreciate it. We got Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thank Yous. You know, we got the memberships. We have 3 for you to choose from. Pick which one fits you best and join the VIC SZN Cartel. We also have dope merchandise that y'all can get, you know what I'm saying, nice and flashy with. So check all those out. Come rock with your boy. You already know what's up, because VIC SZN got that flavor, baby. Toma!